there's kind of two things I want to do. The first thing I want to do is, since in the artwork column I'm going to have some kind of clip art, probably like 50 by 50 or maybe 100 by 100 pixels wide and high. I'm going to have little icons of the different artists. So first thing I'm going to do is put in here a image placeholder. So to do that, just go into Dreamweaver over here in the images. Oh, here it is, images. You may see this icon. If not, just click over here and go image placeholder, or go view, and let's see where there's image objects. I'm sure there's placeholder over here somewhere. Here we go, image placeholder. And here you're just gonna, I don't know, define what it is. I guess this is just gonna be Eno, and we'll have, let's do 100 by 100, and then alternate text. You want to fill this in. Picture of Brian Eno. And we'll hit OK. Now when we save this, well, just so you know, Firefox doesn't respond to these empty pictures, but when we look at like here, VMware, rather Internet Explorer does, and so does Safari, as you can see there. So we'll use that. And then actually what we could do, if we go to our source code, just take out that text you had in there, and you could insert one of these in every single cell. So let's go ahead and do that now. Alright, so now that I have that filled in, what I'm going to do is actually show you how you could move some of these things around. And what I was going to say before I actually move everything around, what concerns me right off the bat is that my caption over here is aligned in the center, but yet I didn't align it in the center myself. It just kind of aligned itself in the center, and it seems like these are one of these browser default things. And although all of the browsers are defaulting to the same behavior, keeping the caption in the center, I need to get rid of it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a reset. And what I've gotten the habit of using is not the old school universal reset where I just put an asterisk and padding and margin 0. I'm going to use the YUI reset from Yahoo. So I'm going to go to Google, YUI CSS Reset, and probably the first hit on there should be, there we go, you got YUI 2 and YUI 3. I'm going to use 3 because I like to be on the bleeding edge of everything. Actually, that's a lie. I don't like to be on the bleeding edge. I like to be on the edge that's very consistent. So let me take this, and I'm going to copy the code and paste it into my document. Now, when I put it in here, remember, cascading style sheets cascade. So I need to put this in as my very first CSS document. Now, I do that because the CSS is resetting values. So think about it. If I put it after my style sheet, if I gave, let's say, the paragraph text some padding left and padding right, well, that padding would be applied, and then if the if the Yahoo reset over here resets it back to 0, then the end result is going to be 0 padding on my paragraph text. So before I did any kind of text styling to my table, I applied the CSS. Actually, here, let me save this and make sure that we see what happens. I applied that CSS reset, and I put that those picture placeholders in there. I'm going to hit OK. So now we have the bigger grid, and now we have the YUI reset. And let's see. Well, I really thought that the YUI reset would reset the fact that the caption is in the middle, but it didn't. But anyway, I like how it looks so far. Actually, I don't even think this YUI reset's working, to be honest with you. I do not believe this is working. I'm thinking that, could it be that their link is down? It could be. I'm just copying this link and see if it's up there. Sorry, this page is not found. Haha. There it is. Huh. Look at that. Well, at the time of this writing, I found of this video tutorial, I found an error in the YUI 3 link. Now here's, let's see, include the following resource in your web page. Yep, so I definitely copied it right, if you see over here, but I looked at the URL and look, it kind of messed it up over here. Anyway, if the resets aren't taking place, be careful, make sure they're working for you. Now this is the actual URL. Let me see if I could show you what that looks like. You see what this URL is looking like? Look at this carefully. When the one they provide, maybe by the time you see this video it's not going to happen, but at the one that they provide on the website has this extra closing. I think it has a question mark and a close, something like that, but that's certainly not what you're going for. We want to put the right one in there. Alright, so see, that's the correct one, and the wrong one is the one they have on their page over here that has actually this stuff, this extra garbage right here is the question mark and the greater than sign. So now let's see. I thought this thing would kill the header being, the caption being centered. Let's see if I'm right. Yeah, there we go. See, so the caption isn't centered and we lost all those bullet points on an unordered list. Okay, now we know it's functioning properly.